Okay, so we're here at the Sydney Airport on day 28 of Yvonne Does Australia. And just so you can see
Oh, you're
where
gonna do
we are,
that?
yes, there's a China Airlines thing over there. It's got some unusual markings on it. And Yvonne has not updated us since the pub in Victoria. And since then, where have we been? Do you remember some of the places you've been?
Oh my God! Well, we've been on that island on Stradbroke Island
South Stradbroke Island at Curran Cove, no
at
less.
Curran Cove, which is on the Gold Coast, which is Victoria,
No, Queensland,
Queensland,
just south of Brisbane.
south of Brisbane. But I don't think we talked about Brisbane. Brisbane was a beautiful city.
Yeah, we went there after South Stradbroke, and
Oh,
then
right.
we went back.
Right. First, we went to South Stradbroke, Curran Island, which is a big green resort where some billionaire has put just gobs and gobs of money into creating this gorgeous, huge place. It was so incredible, just so incredible. And one of the things that was so amazing about it was that there was nobody there. We mostly had it to ourselves. Huge, big place. We had
Hundreds of units.
hundreds of units, some of them on this lagoon, and there was nobody there. Riding our bike out through the rainforest, out to this big, huge beach that was miles and miles long of white powder sand, beautiful, beautiful Caribbean-colored water, and nobody there. We had it all to ourselves.
Even had the lifeguards tower.
I even had the lifeguards tower to ourselves, climbed up in the lifeguards tower for a while, pretended to be lifeguards. What else?
Well, we had this wonderful apartment with a deck out over the water.
Yeah, deck out over the lagoon with the kangaroos walking underneath, and lots of birds, lots of beautiful bird songs in the morning. Those magpies is so beautiful, just incredible.
Then we went up to Brisbane and did the bike tour.
Went to Brisbane, rented bikes, rode all over Brisbane, came down the river. What's the name of that river? The Brisbane River?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's just gorgeous. And again, I'm just struck by how in Australia they can't think of enough ways to make beautiful, comfortable parks for the citizens, the people who live here. It's just awesome. Coming across just like swimming pools, a series of beautiful, beautiful swimming pools with amazing fountains for people to play in and under, and spouting things for people so people could. I've just never seen anything like it. Like huge artworks, really, is what they are. Only they're to play in, with lifeguards and everything, just all along the river. And then what did we do?
South Bank, yeah.
Yeah, south bank of the river. And then and just beautiful architecture too, mixed in with really old, beautiful buildings and churches and just all sorts of stuff. I see a lot of people walking by. That's not my plane, is it?
No, not your plane.
And then what else? And then we stayed with your friends Bob and Sally. Lovely people. She made wonderful, wonderful meals for us. They were just so nice. These people here are just so nice. I just can't get over it. And then staying with Ishka in her gorgeous home, overlooking the Coral Sea. Swimming. We went swimming in the Coral Sea. And what's the name of that river emptying into the Coral Sea?
Brunswick River.
The Brunswick River, yeah. Gorgeous water, all clean and.
And before we went to Queensland, we went on that adventure down to Brays Beach.
Oh yeah, we climbed down those huge cliffs down to that deserted beach that was white sand and oh my God, and flowers everywhere and the scent of flowers everywhere and hearing birds singing all the time. It's a paradise. I've never been. I thought Hawaii was incredible, but I've never been any place more beautiful than this. I really never have.
We did that full moon thing up on the Byron Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, and then we went with that group of singers, that singer group of people, the sanctuary group, to the full moon up at that lighthouse out at the very tip of Byron Bay.
The eastern tip of the whole continent.
Yeah, the eastern tip of the whole continent. That's right. That was lovely, just lovely. And it's so warm that you're just always walking around like in a bathing suit or...
Well, it is summer here.
Yeah, well, summer here, but still, it's nothing like this in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And always warm and beautiful.
Then we came down here to Sydney 3-4 days ago.
Yeah, we've been here in Sydney for 3 or 4 days, and Sydney's a really amazing city. We went all over Sydney, and down to the Sydney Opera House, and down to the Rocks, which is the old part, original part of Sydney, where all these beautiful old buildings are now converted to stores and storefronts and things. No bikes in Sydney, which is...
the share bike thing, I don't know.
No share bikes. They really need to put in some share bikes in Sydney. That's
and
missing.
paths to ride them on. It would have been dangerous. I didn't see anything
Yeah.
like what we had in Melbourne.
But again, just incredible buildings. Oh, and the most beautiful horticultural garden I think I've ever been in, with huge, huge trees and huge grassy lawns, and all along the inlet. Probably one of the most beautiful and biggest horticultural gardens I've ever seen. And so well maintained. I just, unbelievable.
That was the botanical gardens just south of the...
Yeah,
of the
horticultural
opera,
I said, but I meant botanical
just south
gardens.
of the Opera House,
Yeah.
right on the harbor. And we stayed out in Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach in a backpacker's place, which was a lot of fun. And one of the most fun things about that was this morning. the bathrooms and the showers labeled men's, but that was on our floor, and I just didn't want to go down to the floor below, and I thought, well, there's never anybody in there, so I went in there, went into the toilet and closed the door, and when I came out, there were these 2 young guys in their 20s, like surfer type dudes, in their underwear, standing there, and they just turned and looked at me like in shock. Razors kind of held up like... And I came out, good morning, sailed on through, and I was like, oh God. It was a little surprising. We also had a lot of fun with your friend Robin, who took us for a full day out to, what was that area he took us? It was so
the
beautiful.
northern beaches up the Byron Joey Point, and I don't remember the name of the national park, but
Yeah.
up on Avalon in the north end of...
Very, very pretty, and saw some Aboriginal handprints and carvings and things like that. Just really gorgeous. And your friend Chris with that huge collection of Southeast Asian carvings and unbelievable stuff. The guy was so funny with his, what were the 2 things he said? The
Anal candling.
yeah, he saw something about candling, ear candling, and he said, thought it would be a good idea if somebody started anal candling as a practice. And what was the other thing that he said?
Holistic.
Yeah, there was a holistic medicine, he says, and I think there ought to be an holistic colonics salon somewhere around here. It's so funny, we're still laughing. Anyway, it's just been fun.
And then we finished up this morning with a walk on the cliffs. We're getting drowned out here.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you, Yvonne.
It's an amazing place. You're welcome, Jack.
You have done a wonderful final recording here that we'll put on YouTube, and I will take you to the departure lounge straight away. And goodbye.
Goodbye.